Kamusta mga Exile? Welcome to another my budget build guide, and in this video I'm gonna talk about my Fire Flicker Strike Inquisitor. And first I'm gonna talk about my unique items. First is this Oros Sacrifice. This will give you lots of fire damage, increased attack speed, chance to ignite, and also it will give you frenzy charge whenever you ignite an enemy. And also I'm using this Essence Worm Unset Ring, and I'm using Anger in this ring, and also I'm using this Oscarm Gloves, which will curse the enemies with level 10 Assassin's Mark on hit, and also it will give 2% increase attack critical strike chance per 200 accuracy rating. And also I'm using this High Risk Truth Jade Amulet, and this is a really good item for this build because it will give you lots of dexterity, which you will need for the gem requirements, and it will give you level 22 precision skill and some critical strike multiplier. And lastly, I'm using this Wind Scream. Mainly I'm just using this because of the additional curse. And for the rare items, they are just basic life and resist. Also try to get lots of intelligence on your rare items for the gem requirements, and also for the ring and belt, try to get this increased elemental damage with attacks. And for the flask, I'm using Diamond Flask for more crit, Super Flask for increased damage, Serious Promise for the life leech and extra chaos damage, Granite Flask for more armor. And for the gem setups, I'm using Flicker Strike, Melee Splash, Multi Strike, Close Combat, Combustion, and Fortify. Now against boss fight, I switch Melee Splash with Ruthless, support them. And on my gloves, I'm using Ball Haste, Blood Rage, Increased Duration, and Efficacy. And on my weapon, I have Summon Lightning Golem, Steel Skin, and Cast when damage is taken. And on my helmet, I have Flammability with Blasphemy, Flame Dash, and this is just an extra socket, so I just put Arcane Surge because of the mana regen. And on my boots, I have Ancestral War Chief, Ancestral Protector, multiple totems, and elemental damage with attacks. For the Pantheon, I'm using this Soul of the Brine King for the 2-second stun immunity, and Soul of Grootkull for the physical damage reduction. For the Ascendancy, I'm using Inquisitor, and I'm using this Instrument of Virtue, which will increase my attack damage if I cast a spell recently. That's why I'm using Flame Dash as my movement skill, and also it will increase my attack speed if I attack recently. Also, I'm using this Augury of Penitence, which nearby enemies will take increased elemental damage. And also I'm using this Righteous Providence for more crit chance and crit multiplier. And as you can see, I'm not using Inevitable Judgment. And call me a noob, but I don't really get this node. As you can see, it reduces my damage like a lot. So if anyone can explain it to me that using Inevitable Judgment is still better, please do so on the comment. But in the meantime, I'm not using this node. For the skill tree, first I went to this Resolute technique, so I don't have to worry about my accuracy. But when I start getting this crit nodes, I respected this. I used Face Breaker, Signal Fire, and Cyclone for leveling up until I can use this Aura Sacrifice. For the rest of your skill points, get those crit nodes, life nodes, more fire damage here, this Frenzy Charge, and in case you're short on elemental resistance, you can get this node, and also get this life and mana leech, elemental damage here, more crit, and sword damage. And for the jewel, try to get as much crit multiplier. And yeah, that's all I can say about this build. Thank you for watching. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you on the next video.